Everyone, so my name is Darren G. Tayuntok from BSF Agroforestry 3rd year. In this video, I will going to share with you my topic, the stream restoration. So in this slide, it shows nga stream restoration is more bago pa siya kaysa sa river engineering. During 19th and 20th century, ang river engineering kay mas famous siya nga ginagamit sa Europe, United States o sa uban pang country nga gikoloni like sa European colonies o sa tibuok kalibutan. Example, US Army Corps of Engineering or USACE was established on 1802 or in 1824 nga gitugtan sila sa federal government nga mag-survey sa road and canals to establish example in Ohio or in Mississippi rivers. So kung atong ikumpara, ang river engineering is more sikat siya sa una kaysa atong 19th century kaysa sa karon like fields of pluvial geomorphology, ecological engineering, and stream restoration or reclamation. So kaning slide, si Small ug si Doyle nag-ingon nga si Davis ug si Gilbert is mo gini siya ang key figuring sa geomorphology and physical science in the late 19th century. Then kani si John Muir nag-establish sa Sierra Club in 1892 nga one of the nation's earliest and most prominent conservationist and ecological thinkers. So kani si John Muir mo ni siya ang conservationist and ecological thinkers. Then kani si Theodore Roosevelt 1901 mo ni siya ang elected president in part due to influence of John Muir created the USFS. So kani si Theodore Roosevelt mo ni siya ang elected president nga nag-influence dito ni John Muir. Tapos kani si Aldo Leopold na siya ay major influence dito sa wilderness conservation and environmental ethics. Then kani si Luna Leopold mo ni siya ang anak ni Aldo Leopold nga pioneering fledgling field of pluvial geomorphology. In the middle of the 20th century, the pluvial geomorphology became a recognized area of study at the universities in United States, pluvial geomorphology. In 1948, the Federal Pollution Control Act was passed but primarily only provided states and local governments with technical assistance funds to address water pollution problems. 1969, Floating Debris in Protection Agency in 1970 and the Clean Water Act that was passed in 1972. So, ang European Center for River Restoration or ECRR kay na-establish siya noong 1995. So, ang ECRR nag-state siya nga ang river restoration refers to a large variety of ecological, physical, spatial, and management measures and practices. So, aimed at restoring the natural state and function of the river system and support the biodiversity, recreation, flood management, and landscape development. 2004, dito sa United States, ang National River Restoration Synthesis or NRSS database was established and contained 37,000 projects. So the team that established the NRSS estimated that in the 14 years since 1990 and the establishment of database, more than $1 million were spent annually on stream restoration projects in the continental United States. A perspective on stream restoration approaches by Andy Ward. Rossgen was described by Lave 2009 as the stream processes and stream restoration have been embroiled where in the decades state, federal agencies, academia, and practitioners are interested. In short, mura pa sila ka nang gasugod ba? Dave Rossgen, the developer of the Rossgen classification, mo po siyang ga-establish sa Wildland Hydrology Consultants. 1944, kani si Dave Rossgen ga-publish siya a paper on his classification method which is Rossgen 1994, and 2 years later he published a book on his method Rossgen 1996. And gisugdan din niya ang teaching a series of courses that have been attended by 20,000 people. His method is extended well beyond a simple classification system and initially were used by him in many restoration projects. Ang popularity of his concepts coupled with the acceptance of some states in the method drew the attention of leading stream geologists, scientists, and engineers both in academia and in practice. So ang method ni Ross Jen kay ginahina siya develop sa eskwelahan pa man siya or sa field. In developing self-sustaining system in a stream is more complex, has more uncertainty, more likelihood of failure that buildings the most engineered systems. Ug kini si Andy Ward developed the deposits model to evaluate sediment deposition and sediment ponds. Deposits model was snapped with a limited testing and became a required approach in Kentucky and was used in several other states. So misuse and misunderstanding of the model were ubiquitous. There are often main limiting issues associated with restoration projects are: first, indicate space; two, the reach being modified is too short; third, there is a need to provide some level of bank hardening to protect human infrastructures; fourth, there is inadequate historic data on system; fifth, a lack of control of human activities in the watershed; six, human constraint; seven, limited resources, time, and money; eight, unclear and unrealistic expectation by the client; 9, or the last one is condition that caused the initial stream disturbance, the root cause of the stream degradation. As a society, we should focus on energy on: first, providing the educational opportunities needed to elevate the knowledge and experience of all sectors of society interested in stream systems. Second, providing the opportunity to use method of choice that provide a high likelihood of success as an acceptable cost in the time and money. Tapos kani si Andy Ward, suggest siya nga ang dam might be replaced with a Fabi dam similar to that on the Susquehanna River in Pennsylvania. August 2012, the dam was removed. The work began in 1.5 mile long project area in order to help restore natural river function, improve habitat for fish and other aquatic species, and improve the riparian correlator. And ang total cost of the project is $6.9 million with the actual dam removal costing approximately $200,000. Kasagaran sa funds are being used to reconnect 40 stormwater outfalls to the river, establish native vegetation, create for large wetlands, and construct river features. Designing road crossing of channels to benefit the channel rather than just the people using the road as another relatively low-cost approach to making stream more self-sustaining. However, a large number of restoration projects focus on what might be considered worst case or near worst case systems. Thank you. So na